Dollar. Dirt and money, no soul. Had to go and get it, ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack and flip for my foes. Dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar. Let me watch out for my partners. Keep my money long, get my team strong. Let me run away from my problems.
Yep, what's good, original crew? It's your boy DJ New Kid, your girl.
Sierra Nicole.
Back on the channel with another
Kid and C original.
Welcome back to the channel, man. Hey, we haven't seen this one in a while, but it is a part 3 now. It is, what is the creepiest thing your kid has said to you? Now, we done heard some creep stuff. Y'all know we down for the TikTok stories. It is a new series on the channel. Give it up. Cause I love these stories, man. I love like real life situations. You get it from real people, real perspectives. Yeah. Firsthand, man. So with that being said, before we get into it, make sure y'all check out the links in the description box down below. You already know where to go if you want to first support. Just always look down below. Also, we always got to take a brief moment in time to salute to the coming of the day. To you. We highly appreciate y'all when y'all be rocking with us in the comment section down below. So y'all keep running us up, man. We highly appreciate that. Also, if you enjoyed today's video, lock it in with a thumbs up. But like we said, what is the creepiest thing your kid has said to you? I forgot to tell you this one woman. I'll tell you after this. Okay. It was good. It's in the comments on one of the videos. Y'all go check out the comments.
I didn't see the comment.
I'll tell you.
All right.
What is the creepiest thing your kid has ever said to you?
Well, I was in bed with my 3-year-old reading her a bedtime book, and she said, here are those black people. I'm like, what black people? She's like, the black people with the red eyes, right there. And she points, and I look, and I say, there's nobody there. And she says, you can't see them? I'm like, no. And she's like, they're right there. I'm like, what are they doing? She's like, there's a line of them. They're just walking by and disappearing into the wall. They come every night. You really can't see them? I mean, she's 3.5. She was flabbergasted that I couldn't see them. I immediately ripped that child up, put her in my bed, and then I slept with the full light, not a night light, a full light for over 4 years. I mean, and she continued to see them until she was about 5 or 6, and she still remembers seeing them to this day.
It's of TikTok.
Like, girl. Not 4 years, though.
So, hold on. So with that, like, because this ain't the first time people... So, when your kids be like, there's monsters under my bed, do they really be seeing monsters under the bed? And we be like, girl, there ain't nothing under your bed going... You know how you was a kid?
Have you ever said that?
I feel like I have, but I can't remember.
I feel like I have to. And let me... Well, I ain't gonna get to that.
You peed in bed?
No.
What is the creepiest thing your kid has ever said to you?
One of the creepiest things that my kid has ever said to me, the youngest one is typically the most creepy one. I think at the time he was like 4, and he's telling the story of how he came from heaven to earth and the fact that he got to see his life as it unfolded or before it unfolded in heaven, right? So he's telling the story. He's talking about all of us at first, and then he goes into his adulthood, telling me what's going to happen. He's talking about his big sister, his big brother, his daddy. And then I realized, like, wait a minute, he ain't mentioned me in a minute. So I asked him, like, hey, what about me? And he says, oh, you died about the time I stopped growing. So I'm like, wait, what? He goes, yeah, like, you didn't rest enough, you didn't eat good enough, and so, yeah, you died. So, don't worry, though, we'll remember you. But anyway, and then he keeps talking like nothing happened. Help me.
What is the creepiest thing your child has...
I ain't want to pause, but that's a plausible moment.
That shit would have scared me. I'm like, wait, can you see an exact age? Because I need to know. What I need to do, baby?
Well, he already told you didn't sleep enough, so
you didn't eat right.
You didn't get enough rest.
You probably worked a lot and worried about.
You're not eating properly.
Bruh.
Y'all better get y'all fruits and veggies in, and I ain't talking about...
And your exercise, honey, because
I'm talking about going to the farmer's market.
Yeah, I know, and we need to get on that stuff. Like,
we have been going to the farmer's market, and it's a little cheaper.
It is cheaper. We try.
Ever said to you?
Well, she's definitely said a few things, but the one that I can't get over is when she came to me really confused and was like, Mommy, what did my name used to be? I said, well, your name's always been Aspen. She goes, no, like a long time ago. I was like, well, even when you were a baby, your name has always been Aspen. She goes, no, I mean when I was older, you know? And then she starts to describe her being older because obviously I'm confused. Right. She's like, when I had gray hair, you know, when I was older, when I used to live in the woods. She's like, you know, remember when I used to make potions? Okay, my 4-year-old does not know what potions is. She's never seen Harry Potter. She has no idea about like witchcraft or anything. My 4-year-old said potions when she used to make potions in the woods when she had gray hair. I'm like, baby, I don't know what you're talking about. She goes, remember when those people on horses would come to me and they would have to find me so I could make the death potions for the king? What? I'm just sitting there like,
Right?
Okay. And she's very aggravated. Still to this day, she is very aggravated that I don't know what her name used to be. Because she tells me often that she really liked that name. But she can't remember what it is. Also, she's told me on a separate occasion that my baby, her sister, her younger sister, that they used to be sisters, but they didn't like each other back then. But now she's happy that she's her sister again because now she likes her this time.
Oh.
I don't know.
Parents of TikTok, what is the creepiest thing your kid has ever said to you?
What the fuck? That was a creepy ass story. But no, I got a creepiest story. Let me tell y'all, my son was about like 3, going on 4 and whatever, right? So I'm cleaning the house. I put him to bed. I have the night light on. And I'm like, go to bed or whatever. So I'm outside cleaning up, doing my thing. Next thing I know, he keep getting up, fucking with me and shit. Like, oh, mommy, I'm scared. So I'm like, what you scared of, boy? Like, chill. I'm trying to clean up. Go to bed. Like, he like, oh, can you come lay down with me type shit? So I'm like, fuck. So I'm like, I bet. I know he gonna go to sleep like in 3 to 5 minutes if I go in there and lay down with him, right? Wrong, nigga. So I get in the room, night light on, we laying down. He starts acting weird and shit. And when I say weird, he's like covering his face. He keep pulling the cover up, putting it over his face. He doing like this. He like keep hiding and shit. I'm on my phone, but I'm noticing this from my peripheral. So I'm like, boy, what's good with you? So he like, yo, mom, come under the covers. I'm like, boy, it's scorching here. I'm not getting under them covers. He like, can you cut on the light? I'm like, boy, the light already. ISO part 2. ISO boom. He like, can you cut on the light? So I'm like, boy, for what? We already got the night light on. Like, we don't need the light on. But I just cut the light on anyway. I cut on the light. He's still doing the weird shit. He like, could we get under the covers? I'm like, get under the covers for what? You just told me to cut on the light. You still scared, boy? The fuck? I'm in my phone, minding my business. He asked me again. I goes under the covers now because I'm like, you know what the fuck? So I get under there. I'm like, oh, you feel better now? Y'all, this little boy said to me, who's that man on the ceiling? The fuck you mean who that man on the ceiling, boy? What? And y'all, it's not like he said next to me, behind me, in front of me. You said on the ceiling, boy. Like anything on the ceiling is a fucking demon. Now, I watch a lot of movies. And I know in the movies when you be scared and shit, or you try to talk and like ask the shit questions, or you act scared, that's when the shit really start fucking with you. And I ain't want my son to know I'm a pussy. So my first instinct is ask him what the fuck the shit look like. But no, my heart beating mad fast and I'm mad scared. I'm under the covers. I'm like, because when somebody say some shit like that, like, you know how your ears get deaf and your heart beating fast, like it's just pounding? That's what the fuck happened. That shit just like, choo, choo, choo. Now my ass still under the covers because I'm not coming back out. I should have been went under the covers. So he looks at me. He's like, it's scary, right? I'm ignoring him because I'm still mad scared. He was like, he looks scary, right? Fuck, nigga, I don't fucking know. God, I can't see that shit. So then I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna make a run for it. But I thought, I'm like, how the hell I'm gonna run in and grab my son at the same time? Ain't gonna work. One of us gonna get caught. So I laid there. I come from under the cover. Then I said, Kaden, nobody's on the ceiling because I'm trying to act tough, but I'm shook. Like shook. Soon as I said that, boy, the ceiling fan just like did like that, real hard and fast. Remember in the other video I told y'all I was scorching it. That's why I didn't want to get under the covers. So where the fuck did that wind come from? And to think about it, like all the movies I watched and I saw like the people doing dumb shit and I'm like, oh, I would never do that. Like if that was me, no, nigga. Because when you scared, like all that shit that you would do goes out the fucking window. Deadass. So I laid there mad shook because now the ceiling fan just moved. I'm back into the... Sorry, a motherfucking bug just dropped on me. And the whole time I'm just thinking, I'm like, damn, son, like if I run, that shit probably gonna grab me or close the door in my face type shit. So I'm just scared. I just laid back. I'm back under the covers with my son. Then he like, oh, he's so big, right? fuck, nigga? He did. So now I'm like, what the fuck am I about to do? Like, if I get up, that shit gonna grab me by the back of my head, pull me the fuck back. Like, I watch a lot of shit, obviously. So I had my phone, and I did what anybody else would have did. Oh, yeah, I see it, bro. I called my mama. Y'all dead ass asking for part 3. Like, I wasn't even trying to make a part 3, boy. Cause it's not like something significant happened. I mean, if y'all insist. Alright, so boom, I called my mama. I'm like, yo, ma.
As long as it ain't no part 4. I got it. Cause the story is hella long. Oh, okay.
The fish just move. So she like, what? Slow down. So I'm trying to tell her what's going on, but I'm mad scared. My heart beating fast, and I'm fake hype right now. And I'm happy that she picked up. So I'm like, the cinnamon just moved. Like, I'm trying to tell her what just happened. So she like, what? Slow down. I'm like, boy, I'm scared. Like, just fucking listen. So once I tell her what I saw and what my son saw, she gonna ask me, oh, how you know? What the fuck you mean how I know, nigga? Like, what? So then she trying to convince me that I ain't see what I just seen. Like, what, nigga? She creating mad different scenarios, getting me tight. Like, oh, maybe you just woke up and you was half asleep. Maybe the draft came through. Like, no, nigga. So after a whole bunch of back and forth of me telling her, like, no, I wasn't asleep. I'm fully aware. I saw what I saw, like, type shit. She started engaging now, like, oh, what you think it was? Like, so we sitting there thinking about it. But as she's sitting there, like, trying to help me figure out what it could possibly be, I'm getting mad scared. Like, hold on. Like, we sitting here having a whole conversation like this shit not on the ceiling, just listening type shit. So then I'm like, yo, what you think I should do? She like, just pray, start thinking positive thoughts, like think of... Sorry, somebody called me. But yeah, she like, think positive thoughts, think about good stuff or whatever, like, you know, pray. I hear her, but I'm not listening because I'm shook. Like, that shit not working, boy. Like, yeah, I hear you, but I'm still scared. After I did all that, I'm still mad scared right now. Like, help me. So then I had to think quick. I'm like, hold on. I could tell her to stay on the phone with me while I walk out the room. Like, I don't know, like, why did I think that would protect me? But that's my mama, so, you know, type shit. I'm like, I feel safe. I'm tough because my mom's on the phone with me type shit. So I get up mad slow. Then I go in the living room mad fast. I just sped walk. Got in the living room. I'm sitting. I was in the living room for mad days, several nights. I'm fake scared of the dark now. I don't like being in complete darkness. Like, no, TV like gotta be on or some shit, or I don't know. And yeah, that's all thanks to my son. For those who are asking, this was 3 years ago. No, 4 years ago. Yeah, man, other shit happened. No, that was the only time like the shit like showed me it was their type shit. I never saged the house or none of that shit because my mom said that's the devil. She don't believe in sage. I mean, I got sage now in my own house. And my mom said that's witchcraft. Yeah, my son still see shit. He always talking to random shit. I got more stories for y'all on that stuff. But give me a second, because y'all like... These motherfuckers. But I got y'all. Give me some time.
What is the creep?
Her story was long, though. But hers was creepy, though.
That was.
And then the fact that her son still be seeing and talking to shit.
And talking to...
Bruh, I ain't gonna lie, bruh. My son, you got to go, boy. You done invited some shit in this motherfucker. You cannot be here, bruh. You got to go. So you gotta hit you with the good Lord split you, bruh.
I'm done.
Creepiest thing your kid has ever said to you?
So my youngest child has said more than her share of creepy things, but the first one that comes to mind is when she was about 3 or 4. That was the age that I started homeschooling her a little bit alongside her older brother. And on this particular day, we were playing with a globe and talking about the different continents and oceans and the different countries. And she got really interested in this globe, and she was pointing to this particular spot that was sort of in northeast Russia. And I asked her about it, and she says, Mommy, this is where I used to live. And I just thought she was using her imagination. And I said, oh, really? You did? And she said, yeah, that was back when I was a grown-up, before I lived with you. Mm-hmm. And she proceeded to tell us about her family and her house. And
growing up, I was always told to tattoo.
I hate when they end like that.
Bro, what the heck? Now y'all had too much of the other chick, and then give us enough of.
I'm gonna have to go find her or something.
But yo, I got so many thoughts, bro. Like this shit's scary though, bro.
That
It's scary because you just don't know.
It's scary. But then I'm trying to think. I'm like, have I ever like seen stuff?
I gotta call my mama and ask because it ain't like they probably still remember to this day, or would they?
I'm gonna have to ask my mama too.
I wanna know what your mama gonna say. She like, girl, you ain't never did.
She like, nah, not that I can remember. Mm-mm.
She sure gonna hit you with that. Nah, I can remember. Cause she ain't trying to remember. My mama just gonna be like, boy, I don't know. I'm brain already. Man, but with that being said, y'all spell us up in the comment section down below. Let us know what else y'all want to see. There is a part 4, so we'll be bringing part 4 as well. All right. But with that being said, I do go by the name DJ the Kid That Said.
Sierra Nicole.
We are?
Kid and C.
We are, y'all.
Ain't no time to kick it, got a stack of flip for my foes. Dollar, 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 dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar, 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 dollar. Let me watch out for my partners. Keep my money long, get my team strong. Let me run away from my problems.